This is Abnormal Entertainment.
There is nothing like watching a movie on the big screen, and with MoviePass, you can see unlimited movies every month from Abnormal Entertainment. Head to abnormalentertainment.com and click on the MoviePass banner to get your first month free. And after that, it's only $30 a month to see unlimited movies, even on opening day. Go as many times as you want. Have a blast with MoviePass and abnormalentertainment.com.
All right, Maskerpiece Theater, we're here.
Oh boy.
Masked Blogster is going to introduce everybody by playing a game of Masked Libs. So, not as full of a house as I thought it was going to be, but I also didn't really say to everybody, hey, we're doing a podcast at the Grid.
That's true.
That's on you.
It's definitely on me.
But we don't have to share mics.
We don't have to share mics, so we have the exact right amount of mics, so it works out pretty well. So, Mandy, could you give me an adjective, please? A descriptive word.
Shiny. Because I watched Firefly last night.
Perfect. Frankie G, adjective.
Flaccid.
All right. And Kevin Moyers, noun.
Bruise.
Mandy, a noun.
Frankenstein.
Frankie G, a noun as well, please.
Hair dryer.
These are all odd together.
Very odd. Yeah, I like it. Kevin, adjective.
Stained.
Mandy, noun.
Uranus.
Someone likes your pronouns.
Right?
Frankie G, adjective.
Adjective. Tiny.
Kevin, plural noun.
Hemorrhages.
Is it hemorrhagi, maybe?
Hemorrhagines?
MRI. Mandy, number.
13.
You always say 13.
I do. It's my favorite number.
Plural noun from Frankie G, please.
13s.
That's even better. There's multiple 13.
That's right. It's kind of like a grade. Kevin, adverb.
Nakedly.
Is there any other way?
I guess not.
Mandy, noun.
Hitler.
Jesus.
Proper nouns that just get worse and worse. Or pronouns.
Uranus is a place, all right?
It's a proper noun.
planet.
Yeah, it's a pronoun.
No.
Proper noun, yeah, proper noun. I said
Well,
that the first time.
Unless it's your anus.
Yeah, unless it's your anus.
Yeah.
Okay. Frankie G, exclamation.
Boing.
Nice.
I like it. And Kevin, noun.
Let's say ball hair.
All right. I'm going to try to get the giggles out of me now.
That's what she said.
Right?
Was she fucking a clown?
Yes.
Yeah,
Perhaps.
of course.
Doesn't matter if there's a deek in her or not. She'll make a joke. This is advice to prospective parents.
Hitler's
God.
ball.
We're strong. We're going off strong on this one.
Hitler and ball hair, yeah.
All right, advice to prospective parents. Congratulations to all you shiny mothers and flaccid fathers. You are about to give birth to a bruise. Remember, a happy child comes from a happy Frankenstein. The arrival of your hairdryer will cause many stained changes in your life. You'll probably have to get up at 4 a.m. to give the little Uranus its bottle of tiny milk and change his or her hemorrhages. Later, when he or she is 13 years old and able to walk, you'll hear the patter of little 13s around the house. And in no time, your child will be talking nakedly and calling his or her Hitler and saying things like boing right to your face. It's no wonder they are called little bundles of ball hair.
There it is.
There it
The
is.
clincher.
The clincher.
That
Came
would
through at
look
the
very
end.
well.
It did. Yeah.
And at 13, you do have bundles of ball hair.
Yeah. Even though you're just learning to walk.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, God.
So before we started recording at all today, we recorded Frankie G's show, and I'm like, oh, I got a funny story because we were talking about
Dex.
decks, and because we were talking about decks of cards, which is more in Magic the Gathering, or in this thing that happened to me in my early 20s. Kids were playing Pokemon like crazy.
Was it a Pokedex?
Sure. I don't know. I didn't know anything about it. All I know is these kids are all around 10 years old or so, are just going nuts. And they're talking about, man, did you see his deck? It was huge. I'm like, quit talking about that guy's deck. No, man, quit being gross. No, his deck, it's like, he's got all kinds of stuff going on in there. Like, oh, that sounds terrible.
And
going,
this is why you have to introduce yourself to your neighbors whenever you move to a
right,
new house?
yeah, because I'm talking to
Door
these
to
kids
door.
are talking to me about dicks, and I have to like try to shut it down, and then I'm the bad guy. I don't even know if I should tell this story. It's just I'm a terrible person for doing this.
Sure.
So I think that was the birthday for this boy, my friend's nephew, and I'm like, oh, yeah, let's give him a PlayStation 2, but not really. I've got a box for one.
Oh, no.
And he hated Kurt Angle as a wrestler. Hated him. So I bought a Kurt Angle toy, put it in the box,
Nice.
bought some crappy gold medals that are for like party gifts, threw those in there, loaded it with rocks so it'd be heavy, and like the Easter grass. So when he opens it up, you're like, what the hell is... The mess up thing is, the uncles got behind me on this. We're like, heck yeah, this is a good idea.
Yeah.
So I'm like, man, have him open that first. That way he opens something cool afterward. Nope, saved it for the end. Played me up like a big old hero. I'm like, you guys are jerks. You guys are really big. You guys, I hope you have something hidden for him. Because this is messed up. He opens this up and he's like, pulling out this grass. Like, what the hell? He pulls out this Kurt Angle toy.
Did you chant "you suck" at him the whole time he was opening it?
Well, what I told him was like, hey, a lot of kids get PlayStation 2 for their birthdays, but not everybody's got a gold medal.
A valid attempt at the save. I don't think it did.
Sounds even
I don't
more
think it's
condescending.
trick.
No, it was like, yeah, it was very condescending. It was completely...
not happy.
No, he was not happy. He threw him on, rode a skateboard, though, so...
We buried him that summer.
Yeah, so things make a lot of sense now.
Yeah.
All right. Grown up a lot since then. Not much. I mean, I
Not
host this
really.
podcast.
You're
But-
dressed like you grew up.
Yeah, I at least
Yeah.
I at least
You have
dressed
that.
up like it. Took off the mask for a little bit because it's hot as hell in the grid.
Right? It's
Yeah.
usually freezing in
Yeah,
here.
it's usually cold, but man,
It feels comfortable to me versus what I'm usually in all day.
Yeah, you're
You're
outside
in
all
heaven,
day.
But even Grid Matt had to come over to the thermostat and kick
Yeah,
it down a
it's-
few notches.
Yeah.
It's come down
Yeah.
since then, but whew. Anyway,
And
Well,
today's
we
been
are-
miserable. It's been
Yeah.
humid and
yeah, places I've walked into over the last weekend, I'm just like, I can't even be mad at these restaurants or stores because I'm like, it's just your air conditioner's working overtime.
Yeah.
yeah.
You just can't.
The thunder last night woke me up. Now, keep in mind,
Yes.
I've slept through 4.1 on the Richter scale, an earthquake. I've slept through it. The thunder last night woke me up. That
Really?
was insane.
The rain was loud too.
I didn't hear the rain. It
Oh,
sounded
man.
like a plane crashed into my building.
I didn't hear a
It
single
was-
thing.
I have to say,
I saw lightning. I didn't hear any of that
I
stuff.
saw a little
though.
bit of lightning when I left Kevin's house, and
I think it came
Yeah.
from Frankie G's house and moved towards mine. 'cause
Maybe.
I got a whole bunch of the
I don't
thunder,
know.
and then I faced the direction
believe
that
you.
the wind, that the rain was like falling, so it like was just beating on my window.
No, that was me
All
beating
night.
on your window.
Damn it,
beating off
Frank.
at your window.
Yeah.
I told you to stop using the ladder for that.
It wasn't rain.
Yeah, no,
Yeah. That wasn't rain.
really
I'm
thick raindrops.
Get that checked.
It's like a gunshot.
And then there's the cat that's fucking psycho that was stuck outside, so it always hides like by our AC unit. It's just crying all night.
Oh, that's
Gross.
nice.
It's terrible.
It's horrible.
Should have had Frank shoot that with his semen instead. His money shots cause bruising.
Oh, do they?
Speaking of bruising, I won't go there.
No,
You can.
I mean,
I won't.
I have an injury.
Yeah.
I've been too active.
Yeah.
I was like, man, I feel sore. I'm like in the shower yesterday. I go, holy fuck, I got a bruise. That's never happened in my lifetime.
Guess where it is?
Yeah, on the right side. So yeah, I need to take a break.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry,
not good.
ladies.
Yeah. Well, we just lost half of our listeners.
Half the listeners are just
My
gone.
apologies to the
Oh.
greater Phoenix area.
Hey, maybe by Friday he'll be ready. And we're recording this on Tuesday. By the time this comes up, he'll...
Yeah, we're back to off
He's
schedule.
gonna-
We're not topical anymore.
He's
Yeah,
gonna
we're
get
not-
bored and be like, fuck the bruise. Let's do this.
Well, somebody's gonna have to fuck the bruise if that's how it goes. Yeah, that's it's not good. I mean,
Now
it's not
really black
yeah.
on the waist down, by the waist down.
It looks like Two-Face.
Well, that's graphic.
Does it
Flipping a
flip
coin.
Does it flip a coin too?
Oh my gosh, you want to do me right from behind?
Just put a coin on the
Sure.
end, pull it down, and let it go.
Yeah, that's how you should.
Head or tail?
Instead of a two-headed coin with one side scratched out, it's a shaved nut and a hairy nut.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I should do that when I get home. There you go.
There you go.
Good penis, bad penis.
This is
Old David Tell
brainstorming.
joke, yeah.
It's all horrible.
Brainstorming. Yeah.
Yep. Two-Face. This is the name of
First-
this episode.
First time for everything.
Could we call him two-head?
Two-head. Yeah. Two-shaft.
Touche. He is a bad mother.
It's Samuel L. Jackson.
Samuel L. Jackson and Richard Roundtree.
Samuel L. Johnson.
Samuel L. Johnson.
Oh, God. Yeah. Yep. Busy weekend. Anyway,
Yeah,
it's all right.
absolutely. So 3 of the 4 of us have seen Spider-Man so far. Spider-Man Homecoming.
I will
And
this
two
weekend.
of the
yeah.
4 of us loved it.
Yeah.
That's right.
And you know, and Frankie G, you're not on your own with people as far as people are like, it's okay. Like I talked to somebody today, he's like, it was okay. And I'm like, huh. He thought the same thing about Wonder Woman, though. So,
Well, he was wrong on that one. Whoever your friend is.
Yeah.
Spider-Man, however, and I'll let you guys rant and rave about it all you want.
oh yeah, no,
I'm just going to get my little piece in here. It was fine.
it's worth watching, right?
It was,
Like
it was a
before,
good watch.
you're not.
I
bashing
wasn't
it.
blown away by it.
Okay.
I'm glad that Spider-Man's back largely in Marvel's creative hands.
Yeah.
That's where he needs to be. This laid a lot of groundwork for a lot of character and development and growth. Perfect. Love that. The movie itself is a standalone item. It was okay.
Was it akin to, being the only one that hasn't seen it yet, was it akin to the first Captain America and Thor where they're just like, okay, they're just kind of feeding toward
No, because
Avengers?
I love the first Thor, so I'm going to exclude that
I think
one.
it's more
Well,
towards
no, they were
Ant-Man.
both good, but you could tell like they were almost helping to set up Avengers.
In a way, yes, but here's the difference with your analogy. I've seen Spider-Man in how many different incarnations
Right.
now? So, thankfully, they didn't go all the way back down to the Uncle Ben reboot,
Yeah.
Right.
and we've already seen Tom Holland's Spider-Man on the big screen.
Right.
Okay, but he was still a very raw character. I'm not going to give you any spoilers here.
Yeah, we'll keep this one spoiler free.
He was
As
still
best
very,
we can, anyway.
This,
Right.
it was,
I make no
without, it was the
promises.
birth of
Me
of the
either.
Spider-Man without the origin story,
Right.
more or
Okay.
less.
Which was fantastic.
And for
I was
me,
so happy.
For me, him already. Maybe it's just my personal opinion and what my expectations were, but with him having already been introduced, I expected him to be further along as Spider-Man than he really was.
Yeah. That's one thing that kind of bugs me with the trailers. Like, we're taking a step back here. because we already got him in the suit and stuff
Right.
like that. So why is he?
He's in the suit.
He's in
Yeah.
the suit.
He's in the suit.
Yeah.
This takes place right after Avengers.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah.
Or no, Captain
Civil
America,
War, yeah.
Civil War.
Civil War.
It takes place right after it. Like
Yeah.
Okay.
within couple months.
Yeah, I think it
And-
starts.
and
no,
he's
it
just-
initially. Like,
Initially,
It
it's-
starts with
with him.
Tony
And
Stark
is
pulling
taking-
out of Aunt May,
yes.
and then
Yes.
He wishes.
he's like, "Man, I have a bruise," and then
Yeah.
Don't tell him where it starts. I think that's a little spoilery.
yeah,
A little spoilery.
no.
Well, no,
Tell
because
away.
that was brand new footage.
It was brand new.
I'm not.
And I didn't know that was coming. So let's not go there.
I'm not
Yeah,
giving
you're
that
right.
saying, like,
If it's naked
Where the-
Marissa Tomei, I saw the
It
wrestler.
wasn't,
Yeah.
so.
I know it's not going to be,
there's like.
but they're
He
still the
really
wrestler.
was the best part of that movie.
Todd Barry.
All right, I'm not going to say what's right because you're
Yeah,
right. It is
yeah,
kind
it's kind of spoilery.
Yeah,
But
But
I'll see
it
it,
takes place
in a mere
right
2
after
days from
Captain
this
America
airing.
Civil War, so it totally makes sense to me why he was where he was in his
Yeah.
Spider-Man career.
Okay.
And
In his development as Spider-Man.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it totally.
Well, that's good
when you
then.
watch it,
Yeah.
it makes sense. I mean, he's supposed to be 15.
Yeah.
He is 15 years old, and I wish we were getting an older Peter Parker. I'll give you that much.
Well, and hopefully we get to that point, and I would love to see that, watch that growth.
Yeah.
But I just thought that we started a little too far down.
Okay.
I'd like to see him rooming with Iceman and Firestar.
So, yeah, same here.
Yeah.
And pulling that little
Yeah.
piece and turning the room into
The whole
a high
computer
check-in.
setup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was-
I'm pretty alright with where it is because I mean Infinity Wars isn't for another year.
Next
May.
year, yeah.
It's next year.
Yeah.
It's in May.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
That's the
where
big
it fell
Memorial Day.
So we've got
Yeah.
time for that. So we've got Thor and some other movies before then. Like we have time. There could be like sneak appearances, and I'm like, oh, he's growing a little. Like I'm not really worried about his age, so to speak, except for
Sure.
it shows why he's maybe not so sassy.
Right. And we
And
discussed
I'm okay.
that
Yeah.
at
and I'm
my
like-
apartment on
yeah.
Sunday.
And I'm okay with that. I like the relationships that take place in the movie.
I mean,
I think those were great.
it's still developing. He's a 15-year-old
Yeah.
kid.
Yeah.
He's still figuring who he is as a person. So for him not to have like Jeremy's main complaint, or I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Handsome Jay, and yours as well,
Yeah.
was there was no snippy Spider-Man comments. He's still figuring all that stuff out.
I thought they were much better because I like it more innocent. I didn't like the Andrew Garfield
I didn't either.
with him.
It was too smarmy.
Yeah, just like you're
He
just
seemed
kind of
like
a
a-
slime ball. You're
Yeah,
just
he
being a
seemed like a
douchebag.
Kind of.
Yeah.
I'm
It wasn't-
swinging over here. I'm swinging. Shut the fuck up.
I'm
You're
gay, but I
British.
don't fuck dudes. All right.
Yeah, but I don't fuck dudes. You know.
Yeah.
Well,
right.
I mean, well, I fuck them. They don't fuck me. I'm not. I'm not gay.
I have to say, my favorite part of this movie
Okay.
I
was
just
like
said he's not British, but Tom
the
Holland's British.
relationships between the characters. Not just him and Stark, or him and Happy, or him and the girls. Like, those moments with him and Keaton in the car.
Yeah.
Oh man, Keaton was amazing.
That
Keaton
was-
stole this movie.
That was
like,
an insanely tense scene.
Yeah,
Did not expect that.
It was great.
yeah. I was
That
on the
was
edge
the
of my
best scene
seat.
in the
Like I
movie.
felt myself like creeping forward and forward, and then going back, and I'm like,
Yeah.
God damn! Like, yeah, that was. I think that was a scene that I'm like, this is
Even-
a great movie to me.
Even the asshole in front of you wouldn't stop Snapchatting the whole movie. Put
Motherfucker.
his phone down for that scene. That's how much it sucked everybody in.
Yeah, yeah. It was good. I really enjoyed it, but
Michael
I don't know if it's
Keaton
me.
stole this movie.
But I don't know if it's me just like saying finally
Yeah.
a great, a very good movie at least
Yeah.
for the best hero in the Marvel universe.
If not the best, far and away the most popular.
At least the
Yeah.
most popular, yeah.
Yeah, most popular. The guy that made Marvel
The
into
biggest
a real-
name.
He was,
Yeah.
he was the cornerstone for a very,
Yeah.
very, very long
Yeah.
time.
And I'm going to say they did it with a villain that's not as well
A
known.
villain that fucking sucks.
Yeah, he's a
let's be honest.
crotchety old man.
Those two Vultures.
Vulture
The Vulture
sucks.
fucking sucks.
Not in this movie, he doesn't.
Nope.
Yeah.
No, he did not suck. And I
So-
mean, and there's been some good stuff from the Vulture in some of the comic books, but not like that.
No.
How
Not
many
like this,
flying characters will Michael Keaton be by the time his career ends?
right?
All of them.
He said two.
Fly. Well, yeah, this is third.
Who's the third one?
He was Birdman.
That was number one.
Yeah.
Well, Batman.
Batman didn't fly.
Well, no, but it's a flying animal-based character.
Animal-based
so
character.
Bat, Bird,
Best
Vulture.
He did some hang gliding. He didn't fly.
A flying-based character.
Okay.
Yeah.
Flying animal-based character is what I meant. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
he's got a bat, a bird, and a vulture. Yeah.
Also, I want Ned
Which is a
in
bird.
more movies. I want Ned to be everywhere that Spider-Man is.
Yeah, he was good.
He's the man in the chair.
This is non-spoilery,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but I did read they went through, I think, like 13 or 14 of those Lego Death Stars shooting that scene.
Oh my God. Yeah.
And those things ain't cheap, dude.
No.
No.
And they don't. They're
And
not
someone
easy
had
to
to
put
put
Even with
together.
a Sony budget, those are not cheap.
Yeah.
Ugh. And
People
you know
got
they
paid
had
to put those
them
together.
I want one.
I
Yeah,
do
people
too.
were just paid to put those
Yeah,
together.
I want
That's
one.
what. How cool is that?
I'd do it.
Um,
Sony could have paid me to just put those.
So,
together. Oh,
so
man.
guys, listen, if you're listening,
Okay.
find my Amazon wish list.
There's a Death Star on it.
The Lego
Yes.
Death Star, please.
Oh, there you go.
Now, one complaint I do have, Flash Thompson.
Right?
If he's ever going to become Agent Venom, no.
He's
Again-
already too much of a dick.
Again, we're dealing with, and he's a little bit older than Parker in the movie,
Yeah.
so we're dealing with like 15 to 17-year-olds.
Yeah.
And you got to give him time, buddy.
I
Yeah,
know.
maybe he'll grow another foot and
He's gonna at least got to grow at least a second pop collar before he
right
advances to that
before
point.
before he becomes Agent Venom.
Yeah,
But
I,
we don't need Agent Venom. I'll say that much.
that is
It's
so down
not-
the road.
Yeah.
I want to see it at some point. But
Venom
it's
is
so
set
far down the
for
road.
late 2018. Is that right? The Venom movie?
I believe that's
I think
correct.
so.
Something like that?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know where they're going to
I'm
pull
more than
him
fine
out.
with just Eddie Brock.
Yeah.
So, just so
That's-
we-
I think that's what most people expect.
Yeah.
he was funny for what he was supposed to be, but I felt
Not a
little
traditional.
Weird. I felt a little. I mean, there were a few characters that I was like, I get what you're doing, and like, but
Are you about to be a
It's
racist?
no,
Okay, just making sure.
no.
Yeah.
Well, I
Yeah,
mean,
mine with Flash is he's more douchey than he was athletic.
yeah,
But they're also
That's
at a
true.
But they're
He was a nerd. He was on the math
Yeah.
team or the academic.
oh yeah, because it's an
whatever the hell it
academic
was.
school.
Yeah.
yeah.
I have one of those shirts. It's
He was,
awesome.
he was a
I mean-
mathlete.
He's a mathlete, but he was but he kind of sucked. Yeah.
He was
But
an
I'm-
alternate.
Yeah.
I don't want to say this with Kevin here.
No,
I
yeah,
feel
don't
like
say
it's
it. Don't
spoiler.
say it. No.
Well, no, it has to do with like the
Fingers in
awkward
ears.
girl, I guess I should say.
Which one?
The one who drew the pictures. It was like, oh yeah.
Oh
I
yeah,
know which one.
Ali Sheedy.
Yeah. So they changed.
can still hear it,
they
damn
changed
it.
That character's
No,
name,
no, no,
right?
no, no.
No, no, no.
Did you
Different
read
person.
any of the interviews with Kevin Feige?
No,
I
it's
don't.
different
not,
person.
It's not her.
They
Oh,
they
she's
did
not-
it. No, just a
Oh.
talk. Nope.
Okay.
I
I was confused by the nickname.
was
Right.
I was.
But
They
it's
did
not
that.
her.
Yeah, they did that for a reason. It's
Okay.
not
I was like, that's not what her name
just
is.
the scene at the homecoming.
That was the best. That middle finger was like, yes.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the best.
It was a John Hughes action movie.
It was. That's
No, that's
very good
Jumanji.
I'm
That's what
excited.
that's
I'm
what that
excited
reminds
for
me of.
that now.
Like to show the athlete nerd and the popular girl. Like,
Dude.
oh, is this? Because I had not seen the trailer. Which,
Oh.
Okay,
and going into Spider-Man, that precedes
Yeah.
Spider-Man. I was
Yeah.
like, are they? Did they remake Breakfast Club? And I didn't hear about this.
Yeah.
I thought
Right.
that was Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
Okay, so the trailers before Spider-Man. So Jumanji, I think, was in everyone's.
Yeah, that was
I
the
thought-
last one.
I saw it at two different theaters, and it was during both. I was not very excited for this movie, except for Kevin Hart and The Rock.
I think it looks. I think it looks.
I didn't know
fun.
Kevin Hart was in it, too. I knew The Rock was.
Oh, he's the star of the trailer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I'm-
and Jack Black
Jack
and
Black.
Karen
Jack
Gillan.
He had a couple good ones too.
Oh, Jack Black in there, too? Jeez.
Yeah.
All right.
But
so-
Jack Black is a
He plays a
teenage girl.
He's a teenage girl, which is
So
hilarious.
so the way
All right.
the way this new Jumanji.
I've
is.
never seen the old one, so,
Okay.
yeah.
So the way this new one
I mean, when I
is.
think of Robin Williams, I think
Nothing
The
to do
Rock.
with the old one.
It-
Nothing to do with it.
It
Yeah.
is
It's
jump.
like modern day.
I think that was the
Jump the
intent,
shark
though, to make
completely.
it completely different.
Yeah, and it's completely different. I'm fine
Because
with
every
it.
game you play would be different,
Yeah.
essentially.
So this one's a video game.
It's on a video
They get
game.
sucked
Instead of a
into the
board
video
game, yeah.
game and become these characters.
Okay.
Well, there's 2 girls, 2 guys, but the characters, there's only 3 guys and 1 girl.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So
The one
hot-
guy has a girly kind of name.
Yeah. Yeah, because he's a smart professor and it's Jack Black.
Nice.
So he's playing a teenage girl who, when he sees, when
And
she
whoever-
sees his
whoever
reflection.
the one girl is,
Yeah.
she's a smoke show. Jesus.
Amy Pond?
Yeah, right.
Was it her?
Karen
That's
Gillan.
Amy Pond.
Oh, damn.
That is
I didn't
Amy
even
Pond.
notice.
Yeah.
Whoa.
The girl in
Nebula.
Jumanji, the redhead.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
that's
my.
Yeah.
Nebula from.
Yeah,
Guardians
she.
of the
Oh, yeah,
she
she-
tightened up.
She's very cute. Very cute.
Man, when
yeah.
she
Not like
does that kick on that
Yeah.
one guy,
Yeah,
oh my
that's
god. Yeah, that spin kick is great. 'Cause what's her name? Like something Roundhouse.
Yeah.
Rebecca Roundhouse.
Rebecca Roundhouse is her character's name. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it looks fun. Don't go into it with any kind of
Expectations.
But that's a
brain
good
power.
idea to cut to a video game instead of a board game.
Yeah,
Just
Yeah.
update it a
absolutely.
little bit. And, yeah.
Yeah, they're in detention. They're supposed to clean up this
The
storage
basement in the
room.
school.
Yeah, the basement at school, and so they plug in this video game and they get sucked in, and it looks
Nice.
fun. It looks fun.
Jack Black looking at The Rock going, that is the finest man I've
I
ever seen.
know.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh man, that's what the rest of America's saying right now.
Yeah.
And then you go to The Rock and you just, don't cry.
Don't
cry.
cry. It's
Don't
okay.
cry. You got this. It's okay.
Yeah, the nerdy kid turns into The Rock.
Nice.
yeah,
It was
yeah. And the super tall athlete turns into Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
Look, the rest of me's not even here.
The best line at the end was like, I can't get in the water. I got a backpack.
I got to say, I
Water
had very
backpack.
little interest in it going up to this. Then I saw the trailer. I was like,
I'm
I
like,
might
yeah.
go see that.
Yeah.
It looks like
That sounds fun.
It looks fun enough to see. Yeah.
So I want to
What do
know
you
so the one that was in both of the times that I went was also the Dark Tower,
Yep.
Awesome.
which I'm
That
excited
everything I've
for.
seen looks great on that.
Mind
Yeah.
blowing.
My only
I tried
fear-
reading the book. I didn't
Yeah,
like it.
But Alba is in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Idris
And,
Elba,
like,
I'll watch
that's-
no matter what.
Well, I will always watch it, but for some reason they don't do well blockbuster-wise when he's in the movie.
This one's going to do well.
I don't know.
He's in
Thor
he's in all the
movies did
Thor
pretty well.
movies. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's gonna be in
But
Infinity
he's
War.
not the main focal
But
point.
yeah,
Yeah.
I
He
mean,
is the
where
star of
he's
this
like
one.
the star.
And it will do well.
But
It will
let's
do
let's
well.
look
I
at.
hope
I
so.
mean, what kind of
Also,
movies?
Matthew McConaughey's in it,
True,
and
that
I
helps.
am super excited for that.
He's the bad guy.
Yeah. But what movies has Elba led, really? He's had, that shitty thing where, the woman he cheated on or whatever is trying to kill his wife or some shit like that.
I don't even remember
Stupid,
that.
crazy shit like that. But if you watch something like Luther, that's amazing. That's a
Luther is
BBC show.
amazing.
That's a great
Yep.
show. So he hasn't led great movies yet. That's the thing. This is
I'm
huge.
very
for
Yeah,
him.
he hasn't been
very
put into a big budget
Yeah.
type of thing.
This'll
He's
be
not
it.
Army
Outside of
Hammer,
the superhero
crying out
stuff.
loud.
This will be the big one for him.
Yeah.
I agree, it will be.
Well,
And
no.
he's got that movie with Kate Winslet coming out soon too.
Well, and I think Prometheus did well. He was in that.
Which one?
Prometheus.
It didn't make what it was supposed to.
Well,
Yeah.
I'll blame the star of Fast 8 for that one. Charlize Theron was not great in that movie. So.
I didn't watch it.
And he was barely in it, really. I mean, outside of hooking up with Charlize Theron.
Yeah. The other one that was in both movies for me was the Justice League trailer.
I did not see that one at all.
I did not see Justice League.
I did not. You know what I did see?
I don't know.
Black Panther.
I saw Black Panther.
I got Black Panther in one of them, not both.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which surprised me because it's Marvel.
Well,
But whatever.
every time I've watched the trailer online and I hear Legend Has It,
Yeah.
I'm just like, fuck. It's just like
City
when they
of
did
Gold.
Wu-Tang for Luke
Yep.
Cage. It's the
Yeah.
same
Yes.
amped up,
Yep.
perfect
Oh, man.
shit.
Yeah. You
I
go and
just
take
get-
my favorite rap group that's going right now. Like,
Yeah.
oh my God, you guys, hook, line, and sinker.
Couldn't get my money out of my wallet fast enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, Black Panther is in its own.
That's going to be great.
It is. I can't wait.
Yeah.
Justice League scares me.
it's gonna be stupid.
Be
We
a
get it.
turd.
Gonna
We get
not
it.
be
You don't
good.
like it. It's fine.
I
Yeah.
want it
Nobody-
to be good. I want
It's
it
not going to be.
That's
I
the
don't
thing.
think you do.
I do.
I think you like complaining about DC movies.
I
don't
do
think you want it to
because
be good.
I want Wonder Woman is in it. I want that to be good. I like who they have for Flash. I like
I
who
don't.
they have
I
for,
don't. I'm with Kevin. on
Ezra
that.
Miller sucks.
I-
He's just dull.
I'm alright with it. Based on the cast that's in this movie,
Well,
I
they
hate
didn't
the
need to
costumes.
recreate the
Yeah.
Tony Stark Spider-Man scene.
So-
That was just so fucking lame.
I
That bothers me so much.
I can live with it.
No.
Yeah,
Come up
I
with
don't know.
something
I'm
else.
I'm not going to see it the first weekend. I don't think.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I will.
No.
I'm not going to lie about it. I'm going to go see it when
Yeah.
it comes out immediately. But
I'm gonna
I
say
said all the
this.
same thing about Batman v Superman. I still say
I'll
it.
treat it the way I treated Wonder Woman. If I hear enough good things, then I'll go.
leading up to it, right? Yeah.
Right.
This
I won't be
is-
first week,
I
most
can already
likely.
tell you what's going to happen. I'm saying right now I'm going to see it open weekend, and then I'm going to look online at what tickets are available.
you're all
30
full of
minutes before
shit.
it
This
starts.
is Comic Con all over again.
Yeah.
No, this
We're
is,
all going to be at the movie theater, and Frank's going to be like, "What the hell?
thought we
These
were boycotting
these guys
this."
didn't even call me." Here I am sitting here reading a Green Lantern comic book, and these guys are at the fucking movies.
I'm going to say it's going to be like Wonder Woman because I did the same thing with Wonder Woman. 30 minutes before the showtime. I'm sitting at Brass Tap in Mesa. I'm drinking a beer. I'm like, well, we'll just see if there's a showtime and a decent ticket available.
Yeah.
And there was, and I'm like, all right, I'll go.
Yeah.
That's probably what's going to happen with Justice League. I'm going to be sitting there on Thursday night. It's going to be like 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
There's going to be a 6:50
So
showing.
maybe don't say that, I'm not going to rush out and see it. You're right. But you're going to see it pretty
I
early
bought
on
my
in the run.
ticket for
Pretty early
Spider-Man a month in advance.
Wow.
Yeah, see, Justice League, I could easily
So-
wait for Redbox.
I'm
That
not-
wouldn't
I
bother
Spider-Man the
me.
night after it opened, and there was maybe 12 people in the theater.
I saw it Thursday and Friday, so I can't say anything. And the theater was pretty full. Well, it was sold out Thursday. And
Did Jesse get there on time? That's the question.
that was Friday. Thursday.
Yeah, what happened on
was
Friday, though? I
We
really
need-
want
we
to know
need
what
the Jesse movie-going
Yeah.
experience.
So are we talking about, okay, Friday.
Okay, yeah, let's get into that.
I'm drinking at Brass Tap.
Yeah.
What?
Guys, shut up.
Hold
I'm like,
on,
let's
pause
go
the
to
show. Just kidding.
We'll go to Cinemark. I can go get drunk. It's right next to Cinemark. It'll be great.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, okay, Jesse's going to be here at least in the next 30 to 40 minutes. I'll pay my tab. I'll finish my drink. I'll, walk
Sure.
over.
First mistake, assuming Jesse would be there at a specific time.
He showed up early.
Oh.
He was there.
Wow.
But I was I ran into some friends at Brass Tap. They were they were with one of the breweries, and they were handing out glasses and stuff.
Nice.
So I'm like, oh, Jesse's here. Okay, I walk over, and as I walk over, he's like, he walks in after he messaged me, power's out. I'm like, what do you mean power's out? I don't know what that means. And we go over there, and the power is out at Cinemark.
Oh, wow.
And the
That's what I
power-
thought it meant when I saw that, because it was in the group chat.
It was in the group
The
Facebook.
power
I thought maybe
was
like
He
out.
doesn't have
the-
your number. That's probably a good
The
call.
lights in the parking lot or something. He couldn't find where he was going. I don't know.
Right. 2/3 of the building in Mesa Riverview had no power.
Wow.
Meanwhile, it's the middle of summer in Arizona.
Yeah.
And these stores are open.
It's starting to heat up
They
quickly.
had to take everyone out of the theaters at Cinemark because they can't leave people inside. So they're taking them out of at least a previously air-conditioned room to outside.
That's
And
awful.
I'm like, oh no. So then I'm like, well, let's look at showtimes. Perkins had one showtime starting in like an hour and a half. And I called them and I'm like, do you still have tickets for this? And they're like, oh yeah, we're only at 35% capacity. And I'm like, 5%? It's Friday night.
That's weird.
It's a 7:45 showing.
That's weird.
It's like 6 o'clock or something like.
Was
It's
that
like
at Tempe
some-
Marketplace?
Yeah.
Wow.
And I'm like 35%. All right, we'll be right over.
That's right down the road, yeah.
Yeah.
And so we go over there, we get tickets, we get inside. Now, in the time that we got our tickets and sat to when the movie started, it fucking filled up.
Oh, sure.
It just
Yeah,
filled
because you
up.
called about an hour before it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
that
have
makes sense.
noticed that. I don't see a lot of people getting in line in advance anymore.
And
No.
I think it's
People show up
because-
last minute and they go, yeah.
I think it's because a lot of the other theaters do the assigned seating with the recliner chairs.
That's true.
I think they picked that first. They're not going to buy tickets in advance at the non-assigned seat places that just have the standard theater chair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think it's both helps and hurt a lot of the movie industry because it was possible for me to just walk up to Harkins and get a seat, and we had no problem. I mean, we got good seats. So it was great,
Yeah.
okay, like this would not have been possible 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Like I think the last Harry Potter movie, all of the showings sold out for the first 3 days.
Yeah.
And the lines were insane. I'm like, that doesn't happen anymore because everyone does assigned seating.
Yeah. Well, the thing
Except for
too,
Harkins.
with summer movies, you're going to get a lot of kids that go, fuck this, we'll go during the day.
Yeah.
When it's
That's
hot,
true.
especially,
Yeah.
and Phoenix is unique too because it's 115 fucking degrees and people want to go somewhere cool.
Yeah.
So if they can during the day, it's something to do.
It's a lot
But-
of double features going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like Planet of the Apes coming up this weekend, they're doing screenings for all 3 movies.
Yeah.
I'm so ready for this movie
So am
because I love the first 2. But
first
there's
2 are
no way
great.
I'm sitting in a theater for 3 straight.
You watched them?
I watched them.
They're fucking great.
I keep on forgetting to bring them to you because
No,
I
that's
think.
not, I just want to make sure you watched them.
Oh yeah, I watched them.
Yeah.
Those have been watched for a long time.
They're good.
Yeah, because Mrs. Blogster, she started watching the first one with me, but she just wasn't looking to stay up. I'm like, I got to go get these movies watched. I got to bring them back.
Yeah.
She's like, I understand. All right, go ahead. She's like,
Yeah.
it's good. She was enjoying it, and it hadn't even gotten to the really good stuff yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, it blew me away.
It's not like
An ape on the back of a horse with two
with
machine
two
guns.
machine guns.
For me.
Koba.
Yeah,
I'm like,
Kobo was fucked up. Yeah. But even the first movie just had slow build to it.
oh, it was a good. It was a great build. It's maybe
was.
not a movie you want to watch like over and over again.
I don't know. Yeah, maybe not, but
But I mean, maybe every couple of years.
Oh
you
yeah,
might
no,
revisit,
it's
Yeah.
worth revisiting. It's just not like it's not a mindless movie to just
not
throw
a
on in the
lazy
background.
Saturday watch.
No,
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
but
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's one of the few times where I'm like, ooh, I might like the remake a little bit more than the original.
Right. Yeah. Totally
Yeah.
different build.
Yeah.
Well,
We're riveted by this Mario Kart game. going
I
on
really
behind
am. I'm just like, holy shit, this is really good.
and the
The grid.
you. The grid.
the
Trying to figure out what it is. It looks like a baby.
I don't know. I was gonna say the storyline for the second Planet of the Apes
Yeah.
was kind of weird. Like
It
we're
was.
trying to get this machine working so we have electricity and stuff.
Yeah.
But it just was a weird backdrop for this craziness that went on. So war with
Yeah.
what the fuck is his name? Why am I blanking right now?
Mark.
Woody from Cheers.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
I'm going
Woody
back to the
Harrelson.
beginning of his career. Yeah, with Woody Harrelson, he just looks like
It's a very recent
fuck these
reference.
gorillas. I'm gonna kill them all. Let's go. So,
Natural born gorilla killer.
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, he just looks like
That's an at midnight.
He's gonna be
post
crazy.
If I've ever heard one. You're
Right?
gonna have to hold on to that.
Hell yeah.
I'm fascinated. The guy just walked in with a Pippin jersey.
Right. I was looking at him as he walked in. I'm like, don't stare, don't stare.
That's pretty crazy.
He borrowed it from Jesse.
Still in the night.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, I'm really excited for that movie. The only trailer I was really nervous for was for Justice League.
Yeah.
You weren't nervous. You weren't nervous.
I am.
Like, oh, am I gonna get to hate this as much as I want? Because that's about where I am.
I want it to be good because I think it would be good for Marvel to actually have decent competition outside of one movie.
Yeah, but
Yeah, they're competing with themselves because
yeah,
as much money as they're putting into those Avengers Infinity War movies,
it's insane.
I mean, it's like $1 billion for those two movies.
I don't know if you need competition
That-
so much.
I'm not going to lie. Those movies concern me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could be a
Too many
clusterfuck.
characters jammed into a 2-hour feature.
That's how I was until like 6 or 7 people came out and were like, "This is the best script I've ever read in my life." And I'm
To be
like,
fair,
"Okay,
if I was on a movie, which
That I
will
know
be
needed to make
soon,
one. Yeah.
it's going to be the best
Still.
script I ever read. So
That's not.
no." There
How many
are
have-
people
wrote that
who
thing?
just-
How many have you read?
Yeah. I have too much faith in Marvel. I don't know. I can see.
no, they've earned our goodwill.
I
Absolutely.
can
Oh, yeah.
see people being disappointed in the first one because people fucking bitch about cliffhangers, and,
And
we
we
all
know who's going to die. We know
it's
that's
going to be a
happening.
cliffhanger.
I just
We know
want.
that's happening.
I just want a tiny bit of one of the TV characters, and not the ABC
No.
shit.
One
I'm
of the
t-
Netflix
one of the Netflix
characters.
characters. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I don't
want
know that many
just a
characters.
tiny bit of Daredevil or Punisher or
Yeah,
somebody.
one of those two
One
especially.
Of them. Yeah.
Well, Luke Cage.
Throw the
was an
fucking night
Avenger.
nurse in there and let her do it.
Luke Cage was an Avenger. It would make perfect sense for him to show
Yeah.
up.
They all rotated in there at one point.
Yeah. I think everybody's been an Avenger at some point.
Yeah. Well, I don't know any time that Jessica Jones was, but I guess it's probably. I've not caught
Except
up.
premature ejaculation, man. I don't think.
He might not have made it.
Gross.
You know, there is another. So I don't know if you guys know about this one, and that's the channel Freeform is now doing Marvel shows.
Oh, really?
They're going to be doing Cloak and Dagger, and I've already seen the trailer.
really?
And that trailer looks good.
Wow,
So
those
they're-
are underutilized characters.
Very underutilized. So that is going to be a series on Freeform, and it's supposed to be
There was
all
a
connected.
there was a
They're
Cloak and Dagger movie in the '80s. Was that anything to do with the
I don't
comic?
No, that was totally different.
Okay.
Yeah. And they're also doing New Warriors.
Not quite as familiar.
It's one of those ever-changing type of things.
Yeah.
Squirrel Girl has already been cast.
Oh, I saw
I
some
did see
about
that.
that.
And
Okay.
that's what it was.
That's
So I was
right.
wondering, is it
Who was
for like
cast as Squirrel Girl?
I don't know her name.
They're like, it's the perfect casting.
Yeah, I don't.
And I was like, I'm not reading this
if you
shit.
say
Who's
so. Yeah, I don't know who she is. I'm like, yeah, sure.
Like, yeah,
Cute
all right.
kid. I don't know.
No, I just
Here I am
want
totally
something. I know Vincent D'Onofrio's already said I don't see Wilson Fisk making it into any of the movies. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it does.
But but it would. It would, especially Spider-Man.
Man.
I mean,
At the
fuck.
very least.
Cross Daredevil into Spider-Man. That's so perfect.
Yeah.
Or vice put Spider-Man into
Deadpool crossed
all the
paths
red.
freaking
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Spider-Man crosses paths with everybody.
Yeah.
Well,
Everybody.
you have to get Fox on the train with that.
And when they see the box office from this, they might get on that train.
Yeah.
I feel like Fox is going to be a lot more giving when things are all said and done. About
Yeah,
a
when they
month
see the results,
into-
they go, you know what?
Yeah.
We're willing to work some shit out. Let's do it.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
I mean, maybe we'll get a decent Fantastic Four. Maybe. What else does Fox have? Ghost Rider.
Ghost Rider.
I mean, this is
But
all inevitably leading up to...
Marvel has Ghost Rider back, so yeah.
Oh yeah, they have them now. That's
It's
right.
all
have it
inevitably leading up to Disney buying Fox and Sony as well, and just controlling the world.
Just control the world.
Yeah.
The world just has mouse ears now.
All hail the mouse.
Hail Hydra.
Hail the
Milana
mouse.
Vaintrub.
Well,
This
if I were you, I'd be
girl.
nervous because Disney was an anti-Semite. So.
Well aware.
So,
Hey, once Star Wars lands open,
I mean,
don't
the
care.
Mickey Mouse ears are kind of a yarmulke with ears on it. So maybe he
Sure.
loosened up a little bit.
loosen up.
Maybe. We'll see.
Can you know how you can get them embroidered with your name? Can you get SS?
A little Hail Hydra in there.
Hail Hydra put on one.
Hail Hydra.
Next time I'm at Disneyland, I'm going to see if I can do that. They're really picky about what you can and cannot put on those things. We're going to see.
If they allow it, I will give you money for a pair as well.
Perfect.
Deal. 2, please.
Yep.
Hail Hydra.
My name's Hydra. My first name's Hale. My parents call me Hale.
It's unfortunate. My
Born-
sister Isis really gets the shit.
Yeah.
Big wave. Hail Hydra!
That's not what I was waving at.
Oh, no. I mean,
It's waving at people today, apparently.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
You.
Yeah, Frankie G was waving at
Make
everybody.
it friends.
I do that in the mail truck all day. I wave at people.
No, Frank was actually waving to us, but this lady was in a car in between us, rolls down her windows.
She started waving back. Then she rolled down the window to have a conversation. Sheepishly, all.
She's like, well, it's my lucky
Smart
day.
guy's like, he was waving at me in this pink foam unicorn
She's
finger
back.
hand.
I just saw her walking around.
Yeah.
Looking to see. Think you'll wave at me again?
Oh, was she the tall one that was walking around?
She's the one in the brown at the end of the table playing.
Oh, there she is. Okay. Maybe
Oh,
we'll
there
invite
you
her
go.
over.
That is, yeah.
Hey, remember that time when you thought Frank was waving at you?
Hey, babe, remember we waved at each other?
Hey, if you're lucky, you could end up with a bruise by the end of the night.
Oh, Kevin, you missed it. When we were recording Frankie G's show, this woman walked over.
Oh, what was
Oh.
that?
Who
That was so
worse.
gross. It was worse than Artemis.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Artemis. Yeah, I just
And she
walked
was
over.
over-
I really thought she was on my lap soon. I'm like, oh, come on. This isn't even my show.
And then
Yeah,
she
I
did like the dismissive wave and walked away.
Oh, she's like, oh, never mind. And we're like, never mind what?
I don't even know what just happened.
So she groped you and...
No, there was no physical touching.
We were itching.
It just was weird.
We got up right to the edge where one of us was going to have to say something like, "Can we help you?" But
Yeah.
when
It was-
she did the dismissive wave and walked away, but it was close.
Oh, wow.
It was just weird.
And then, like, her friend walked up to her, and she's like, I don't know what's happening here. And we're like, we have microphones in our hands. What do you
Yeah.
think's happening? We're not talking to ourselves. Well, we're kind of talking to ourselves, but
Yeah.
we're not talking to ourselves.
Amongst
Oh,
ourselves.
God.
Amongst ourselves.
It was weird.
Yeah.
I got
I
a...
started
little creepy.
laughing.
That makes me think I got a Facebook message today. I'm just adding people because I want to get to that 5,000 threshold. I'm close to 3,000 now. I don't care about it as a personal page anymore because I just lose relatives that way.
Yeah.
But
I don't think I have any left.
but anyway, some guy sends me a message. His name's PJ, capital P, lowercase j. I hate when people do that with their own fucking names. And he's like,
Yeah.
did I see that you have a podcast? And I'm like, what do you want me to respond? Well, yes. Of course. Like, what the fuck?
Funny you
I'm
should
like,
ask.
I have a couple.
I don't know. I'm not sure what you saw. That was my response. Like, oh, well, I may have looked at your profile. It said podcaster, so I'm sorry to assume. I'm like, well, you you assume that I saw what you saw through your eyes, so I'm not sure what you're looking at. So.
Quick question: how do you swipe right on Facebook?
Yeah, I'm just going to annoy the shit out of you. Oh, people drive me nuts. Like, is this your cutesy little way of asking me to be on the podcast or something? Because I'm not going to talk to you.
Yeah, what's
not happening?
Offer?
Right?
Yeah.
Lay it out.
Yeah.
Some guy in, like, Tuscaloosa that makes little homemade movies. I'm like, we do little homemade crappy shit here, too. We don't need your
We have
help.
our own homemade crappy shit.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, so,
That's funny.
yeah. I
I
don't know.
ignore all the weird friend requests that I get.
I hate that when you do it, there's suddenly now a messenger thread. So now I have to archive
Yeah.
90 threads just to find our shit.
Right.
Otherwise, it's lost.
Hey, you're now friends. Send them a message. Why?
No.
I don't need to now.
I don't want to.
I don't want to.
And
I don't need to
now
message everybody.
It's even worse too on this because a lot of my friends started playing some of the games, and you can do it through Facebook
Yeah.
Messenger. So now I'm getting our stuff.
Oh, no.
Plus, I'm getting some other messages from people who I don't talk to, and I don't know why they're messaging me. And then I get all these game ones, and I'm like, "Why? I have the app for Words for Friends.
Yeah.
Why does this not transfer to the app? Why? Am
Shut
I-
it down. We're all going
I
back
have-
to Twitter. Just
Right?
no more polls.
I just have messages.
I'm going to MySpace where nobody's
Going
going
back
to
to
bother me.
MySpace.
Yep.
Bebo.
I think I remember my email and password.
I do not.
Got my Friendster.
It's an email that I don't have
Yeah,
anymore.
don't log into it. You'll start getting the notification emails again.
Well, I don't have that email anymore.
I went in to get some pictures that I knew were on there and nowhere else.
Yeah.
Oh my God, they won't stop.
Yeah.
Update your top 6. No.
Well, see, that's why I want to go in and do it because I don't have a lot of pictures of me from junior high and high school. They're all on MySpace, and I don't. I'm like, oh, I should go in and do this, but I'm not entirely sure of the password, and I don't use the email anymore, so I don't know the password for the email.
Oh.
I'm like, I don't know how I'm going to do this. But it has to be a common thing. Like, I'm thinking MySpace knows that this is, like, a thing.
Well, then you have to figure out, like, you have to be careful with what secret question you ask.
I know.
What's your favorite movie? And you're like, it's changed 9 times since
Nope,
then.
it's still the same.
Casper the Friendly Ghost.
I'm here, all the hackers in the world. It's still the same. Shawshank
Shadow.
Redemption. That's
Shadow.
always- yeah, the Shadow.
The shadow, according to Twitter.
This is the worst part. For that secret question, I don't pick that anymore because everyone knows. Whenever it's, what's your favorite movie? Since I was like 9, I've always put
Space
Shawshank
Jam.
Redemption.
Well, every 9-year-old likes watching a gang rape scene in a prison. I mean,
Right?
yeah.
So
Thanks,
hot.
TNT. You made this possible. Watching a guy crawl through a sewer of shit and piss to
Yeah.
get freedom. America.
Worth it.
It's reasonable.
Always. Oh my God.
So has anybody started Castlevania yet?
Negative.
Not yet.
I'm finishing the stand-ups, and then I will start Castlevania.
I watched most of the stand-ups. I thought they were pretty good.
Yeah.
Wasn't
I'm
too
three
bad.
in. I'm 3 in.
Yeah, not too bad. I like Nikki Glazer's show on Comedy
I
Central.
don't enjoy her comedy.
Her stand-up is just sort of, when she started, you could interchange her and Amy Schumer, and they could switch jokes, acts, wouldn't matter.
I
You wouldn't know
believe
the
that.
difference.
Yeah.
Okay.
There was a show, it was all women, and I can't remember what it was called, and they were both on it, and you couldn't tell one from the other. The only good one on there was Marina Franklin. She's always great. But, yeah, her episode of the stand-ups is okay. I can't remember her Comedy Central show, what the title is.
And Not Safe.
Not Safe, that's it, yeah. That's a fun show. But the stand-up was just, Nate Bargatze was like, it was okay. I'm trying to think of who else was on there now.
The guy Dion.
Yeah, Deion Cole.
He was
I
funny.
fucking love that
He
guy.
was funny as hell.
The first time I saw him, when he pulled out that list and he's just checking off jokes, I'm like, this guy's great. So yeah, I jumped to his. I skipped the second episode. I can't remember who that was. Fortune Feimster.
Yep.
She's okay.
No, I like her.
Yeah. She's
She's not
pretty
going to
good.
jump out of my chair to go watch her thing.
No.
But she's very good. She does good
That's the
stuff.
only one I haven't watched yet. Nate Bargatze, I kind of zoned out. He's okay. But, yeah, Deion Cole's the best one
Yeah, he
for
was
me.
wonderful.
That one I'll watch again. So, but I like that they're doing those little half hours again.
It's perfect.
It's what Comedy Central used to do, and now.
Yeah.
Netflix is the place for stand-up.
Yeah, it is.
Ari Shaffir
They have cornered the market.
Yeah, Ari Shaffir has a double special dropping like Chappelle did, and I've never seen a stand-up, so I'm curious.
I saw D'Elia has a new one out, but I really can't stand him.
No, it
so
sucks.
I'm not even going to bother.
It sucks.
Aren't
it's not
they
good.
all the same?
No.
I feel like they're all anything he does. It feels like it's the same as. The
Oh
last
yeah,
thing I watched.
he's low rent Dane Cook. That's what he is.
No, exactly.
He sucks.
Ooh.
He
yeah.
just tries to be more offensive about it, and it doesn't fucking work.
Rory Scovel kind of sucked. I saw his. It wasn't.
He does a good job, but I don't enjoy his sense of humor.
Yeah, it's just not funny to me. I was like, all right. You know, he goes in there with the Bo Burnham, like, I'm going to be loud and wacky.
Yeah.
Like it's 1983 again. I'm opening for Carrot Top, I guess. I don't know. But
I
yeah.
just watched Hassan Minaj's.
That one was good.
That was
I
really
like
good.
that. That's more one-man show than stand-up, really, because it's life story kind of
Right,
stuff.
and I can't remember where, but I've heard him tell that story before about the prom date.
Yeah.
And I don't remember where I heard it. It had to have been The Daily Show. That's pretty much the only place I've ever seen him.
I think he might have done either a Nerdist or a Marin episode, too, podcast-wise. So.
That's possible. But the whole thing was... I enjoyed that one.
Yeah. When he's calling his sister immigrant. Like, the sister he didn't know about.
Mushroom.
Yeah. So great. So great. But, yeah, there's a lot of good shit. Castlevania.
Sorry, we're getting angry about wrestling stuff.
But, see,
What's going on SmackDown Live these days? Sorry, Castlevania.
No,
please.
Castlevania,
Sorry,
though.
keep going.
I guess it's only 4 episodes.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
watched
it
2.
is.
But it's dark, it's gory as shit, and there's a lot of swearing. They say fuck left and right. But the problem is, the first time I watched it, I'd finished Glow for the second time, and I was working on a book, so I was half paying attention, and I couldn't. I was like, I need to go back. So I watched it a second time. I could not understand a fucking thing that was being said. All mush mouth, like the mix is bad. The animation's good, it's gory and everything, but.
Yeah.
So I had to watch it. I finally watched it a third time last night with subtitles, and now I know what's going on. I'm like, oh, okay, this is a good story.
Okay.
And it's basically like a woman seeks out Dracula to learn science from him. He's pro-science, anti-religion kind of setup. And Warren Ellis wrote it. I know he's a big deal.
Yeah.
But, so she seeks him out to learn about science, and they fall in love, they marry, and years later she gets burned at the stake. So Dracula gives Wallachia, this country, a year to get their shit in order.
Yeah.
And then he's coming down with these crazy demons. There's one where a demon hooks 2 fingers through a dude's head and out his mouth. It's just like there's a baby bassinet that's just a splatter of blood.
Jesus.
It's fucking gory. But you have to watch it with the subtitles because it's hard to understand half this shit.
That sounds fabulous.
But it's good. I mean, the second one is a little slow. It's Trevor Belmont, I think.
Yeah, that's the main character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've only ever
least from
played...
the
Well,
first-
Simon was the first one.
Simon was in.
I only ever played the second game.
Yeah, Simon was in the second game.
Yeah.
That was called Castlevania 2 Simon's Quest. But
Simon's
Trevor
Quest, yeah.
Belmont was in the first
In the
game.
first? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I only ever played the second, so yeah, I only knew Simon. But
Right now, I'm finished Riverdale.
yes,
Then finish
so
Glow.
good, isn't it? The ending of Riverdale? What the fuck?
So here's the thing. So I
Oh boy,
started,
should I walk away?
Oh, we won't spoil it, but it's...
If you want to spoil it, just let me know, and then I'll step away for a second. And you guys
No, we
can-
don't have to
Okay.
mention
I
how
started Glow, and I got
Yeah.
2 episodes through, and I'm like, I don't know if I can watch this right now. I'm too tired.
We'll do a head cheese
So-
head cheese kayfabe combo for Glow,
Yeah. So, like, I'm going to finish it, but I want to finish Riverdale first because I paused Glow,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah. It's
I
good.
started Riverdale, and I watched 3 episodes.
Speaking of, is that Archie?
I'm halfway through the 4th Yes. I thought that when he walked in.
Archie Seamus.
I'm halfway through the 4th episode, and I'm like, I just want to finish
No,
this.
that's Werewolf Jughead.
Yeah. Because I'm to the point where they established that one kid was shot,
Yeah.
and they had
There was a
arrested
kid
his sister.
shot. Spoiler alert.
Well, that's the whole premise,
Yeah.
No,
really.
teasing.
Brooklyn Lager?
It's established that he's shot fairly early on.
Yeah, that's the beginning of the show.
But I'm just
That's the
saying,
whole story.
Yeah, that's like the whole story. And it's still weird between Archie and the teacher because he was going to come
Miss
forward.
Grundy.
What's great is if you look up Miss Grundy in the comics, she's yeah.
Yeah. So I'm like, okay, like all these things are happening, and like him and Betty are back and forth on the rocks, and
Yeah.
I was like, man, this is the shit I loved about the comic books when I read them when I was a kid, and
Yeah.
now it's like
Tell you
way
what, I'd
better.
spoil the shit out of Veronica.
Oh my God. Yeah.
I like her so far, and I didn't like Veronica when I read the comics. when I
Veronica
younger.
was it for me in the comics too. So
I didn't like Veronica, but I like her.
she's a
more
little
than-
cross-eyed.
Yeah.
But yeah, all day.
I-
Yeah, there is that. I
yeah.
noticed that too.
I'm like,
but
I don't care. That means I can get her.
I'll knock it straight.
Yeah.
Come here.
I like her
It's like a
more
threesome.
than,
You see two of me.
Wait,
I like her more than
are
Betty
you
in the
asking
show.
me to prom or the vending machine? I can't tell.
I also like Jughead.
I got a funny story about that.
I like
Yeah, Jughead's great.
I like Jughead in the show. He's
Cross-eyed girl.
No, not a cross-eyed girl.
weird. Oh no.
No, one time you fucked the vending machine.
No, it's about a cross-eyed
That's
guy.
how you get a bruise.
No, it's somebody. No, there was
There was a stuck payday, and I came
couldn't
up with
get
the
it.
worst plan.
Couldn't get it. I shook the shit out of it.
I
But
tried to bust a nut.
tried to bust a nut, didn't go through. Need Frankie G to do that. No, there was a former neighbor of my in-laws years ago when my little one was very little. But neighbor came over. He's got a lazy eye, so looking in two different directions, and he's talking to my daughter, like, "Hey, how's it going?" And I'm over here.
Standing O.
Yeah, it was like,
Standing O.
What?
I see
And,
your
my-
daughter saying that.
yeah, well,
now.
she wasn't like being a jerk. She's just like, because the guy's like, it looks like he's looking off to in the space, and so, I'm over here.
That's so
And
great.
My father-in-law was like, really sorry about that.
Did you
and
get what you ordered?
I ordered Brooklyn Lager. Is that what you ordered?
Yeah.
No, this
Yeah.
is a Hefeweizen for sure.
I
Okay.
ordered
Yeah.
the Hefeweizen.
Yeah.
I like the lager, but I'm like, you're
I
not
tasted
gonna
it, I'm
be
like,
able-
we'll play this
what
like a
you're
beers here,
expecting. Yeah.
I don't know which Hefeweizen that is. I should untap it because I'm sure I haven't had it.
it's the Mission Hefeweizen.
Oh, okay.
I was saying, I'm like, I ordered a Hef. This tastes like a lager, a box of lager. This matches Frankie G's.
It took me a second.
All right.
So anyway, the googly eye.
Yeah, that's the story.
Well, see, I work with somebody, and she's
Now you have the right line.
Yeah.
Start saying, "Hey, I'm over here."
well.
Oh, that one went in storage. I'm saving that one.
Right? That is a good one.
I work with someone. She's just
So
this,
innocent.
She's just this cute little thing, right? But she has one crazy eye, and we were joking
Why did you
around.
make a stabbing motion?
Like,
She
but
had a lot of crazy women.
somebody asked her what she's like when she's drunk. She's like, when I'm drunk, my eye gets even wonkier. I was like, I applauded.
I need to see this.
I applauded that.
That's
I
great.
want to know how little.
How little she
Is
is?
she taller than me?
Probably by a hair. Yeah.
She's not little.
Well, they use my
Still little.
truck. The subs have to make a run every day, and they always use my truck because it's the first one in the line. So I could tell when it's her or this other one because the seat is in the fucking steering wheel when I get into it. So it's great.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Not to me.
I'm happy that she doesn't move it back.
Oh, I know. I keep wanting to say something. I'm like, I don't give a shit.
Whenever I have to drive my friends' cars, it brings a small amount of joy to me that I know that the next time they get in their vehicle, they're not going to be able to fit.
Yeah,
That
I make
inconvenience.
I make
that moment.
Yeah, I make that mistake every now and then with Mrs. Blogster. I'll forget that she drove the vehicle that I'm getting into,
Yep.
and you're just not even thinking about it. You're just like, what?
Oh,
the
yeah.
What is going on? I got the
Yeah.
steering wheel like grinding on my leg, and I'm like, well, now that I don't know how I got this far. Like I should have never gotten this far, but
You should
now
have
I'm
realized
wedged
before
in,
you got in the car.
and now I got to like reach like under my calf.
I can't
to
get out.
grip and move around.
Somebody get a forklift.
Somebody
Yeah.
get it.
I have to move my parents' cars a lot.
Oh, I'm sure they're happy about that.
Yeah.
When they get
And
in.
so, like, my mom is like 5'8", 5'9"-ish.
Okay.
And my dad's probably 6 foot. He's probably 5'11", 6 foot, around there.
For those listening, Mandy is 4'10".
I'm 4'10". So just
Hence the
envision
mini.
that.
Depending on the humidity.
Right.
Yeah, well, no, you're right, because the last time I had a wellness check, they said I was 4'11", and I got really confused. I grew an inch sometime in the last 5 years.
Yeah.
Finally.
Right? 5 years, I grew an inch. Yes. So, like, whenever I move their cars for them, whenever the next person gets, I always get this very lovely text message and or voicemail because I know why they're calling, so I don't answer. I'm like, man, I didn't know my mom could cuss that much. She never said those words when I was a child. I didn't know she knew them. Uh-oh. And then I just go over there, and it's like that mom death stare, and you're like,
Yeah.
I'm going to die today? They already bought my plot.
Could be the opposite. I had a cousin who was 6'4" and decided at the Chicago Auto Show to climb into a very tiny sports car. And he needed some help to get out.
Yeah.
Nice.
They had to get like a crane.
In Fred Flintstone's car?
Yeah, pretty much.
Watching
He was stuck.
large people crawl out of sports cars is like one of my favorite things.
Yeah.
It's like the clown cars at the circus.
He had a car that only he could drive. He had to unbolt the seat, move it back, and weld it in place.
Wow.
And nobody else could drive it. So, yeah. Which is, hey, can I borrow your car? Nope.
Love to let you, but...
Yeah. Get some stilts.
Not
Sure.
All right, everybody, thanks for listening. Hope you all have a good one. Peace.
Peace.
There was a man with a gun in his hand as smoke just filled his nose, wearing a smile from the death of a child while blood splattered his clothes. One single tear from the man standing near is just what had to be done. Not just a game, but escape from the pain. He killed his only son. And now it goes from here until his mother fell. Now all he has is his memories of his sickened child, always begging, please, just do it now. Take care of me. I'm all you have. Now set me free. Now, mommy dear, set down your drink and don't you lay your hands on me. You've never been that good to me. Thank God I had my daddy. And why didn't you want him to save you? New baby boy with the ability to be anything that he wants to be, but by the age of his early teens, one small lump altered everything. What was this about master plans? As he lay his head onto his hands, it was said, what's done is done. Shattered family with 3 minus 1. So happy day, and love was on its way. It was a happy day, and love was on its way.
Subscribe and download back episodes of Maskerpiece Theater at abnormalentertainment.com/Maskerpiece Theater. Search Maskerpiece Theater on Facebook. Email Masked Blogster at maskedblogster@gmail.com. And don't forget to hashtag tweet your tits at Masked Blogster. And for more podcasts, books, comics, blogs, and videos, head to abnormalentertainment.com.
You've been listening to the Abnormal Entertainment Network.